All right, what is up, Pellwell family, and welcome to day 4 of All In, Full Out. Today's focus is upper body. You're going to need various weights and a foam roller for the end. Whenever you're ready, let's start big arm circles. Let's start to mobilize to the shoulder joint. Nice, slow, controlled, big arm movement. Knees are soft, core is braced. Hold, reverse. Soften the shoulders down away from the ears. Three, two, hold them out wide, big in and outs like you're giving yourself big hugs. Alternate the arm that's on top. Oh, feel the chest. Ooh. So we've got a couple big circuits. Our big focuses today is going to be chest and shoulders, but your accessory muscles, biceps and triceps are going to be hit as well. All right, take those feet really wide. Take a nice deep breath in and then exhale, fold through center. Walk both hands over to the left leg. Drive your chest towards that knee and then open your chest up more and more to that left side. Really open up that side body. 3, 2, and then gently walk it over to the right. Drive your chest towards that knee and then keep twisting from your thoracic spine, that mid back, opening your chest to the side wall. And then gently just kind of fall center, even out the weight. Bend your left knee, lean all the weight into that left side, stretch out that right inner thigh. Maybe you find a little bounce, just a little room in those hips. And then slowly walk it over to the other side. Bend that right knee, keep that left leg straight, and just find a little movement in this stretch. Gently come back through center. Inhale, half up. Exhale, fold. Keep the weight in the balls of the feet, but reach towards the back long edge of your mat. Deep hamstring stretch. Let the crown of the head just kind of melt towards the earth. Press through all 4 corners of both feet, so make sure you're not shifting the weight into the heels. Release the low back. Slowly walk it back up. Find length in that spine. And then fold. Take your right hand, right ankle, left hand, left ankle. Gently pull even deeper. Let the elbows flare out wide. And then release those hands, come through center. We're going to pivot the left foot towards the left side of the room. Bring your right arm under the shoulder and find little circles. Again, mobilizing through that shoulder socket, starting to warm up the upper body. We're focusing more on strength today than we are conditioning. So make sure you've got those various weights, but we want to make sure we've got heavies available, mediums and lights. Slowly release, take it over to the other side, lean to the right, point the right toes to the right side of the room, and then find that mobility through that shoulder. Nice job. We're going to transition into our next song, continuing our warm up before we actually get into the work. You're going to need 1 light weight. I'm going to use a 10-pound. We're going to use that to find some weighted mobility. Slowly release, work your way towards the floor, grab that weight. So grabbing that light weight, we're going to bend the right knee, bring that elbow to the inner knee, and then we're just going to slowly lower, mobilizing through the shoulder socket, and then bring it right back up. So slow and controlled. Weight should be a little challenging. If you can just swing that weight around, maybe grab something a little heavier. We don't want it to be so heavy we're putting too much pressure in that rotator cuff or in that shoulder socket. But we want to feel the mobilization. We want to feel the weight and use our muscles to fight against it. Finding this full expression, this full range of motion. Keep your wrist nice and neutral, so make sure it's not hinging back and forth. Gripping that weight. You should start to feel the shoulder, maybe even the bicep, tricep. Really push that elbow into the knee. Use your leg to stabilize. One more. And slowly release that weight. Roll that shoulder a couple times, and we're just going to transition to the other side. So bend your left knee, grab that weight again, bring the elbow to the inner left knee, arms straight up to the sky, wrist is nice and neutral, knuckles to the ceiling, and then with control, we lower and lift. Making sure the elbow is actually pushing into that knee, so it's not floating in space. We're using the leg for some resistance. Stay with your breath. Really strong, stable, and controlled here. 2 more. Starting to feel those muscles firing up. Slowly release. Place your lightweight back. Come into a modified plank. So we're on those knees. Make sure the knees are behind the hips, not directly beneath them. Brace through the core. And we're going to do really strong, controlled shoulder taps, slow. So very, very little rock side to side. We're really strong and grounded. This is still just our warm up, so nothing crazy yet. We're just firing up all the muscles we're going to be engaging today, getting them nice and warmed and prepped. Man, even just sitting in this modified plank, my core feels so sore, specifically my obliques. Whew. It's all those side bends we did Tuesday. 2 more. 2 more sets, I should say. 1 more each side. All right, stay in this modified plank. We're going to lower the forearms to the earth, push your hips back, and then press back up. So just finding a little bit of a tricep dip. Very modified. You might feel the muscles starting to fire up, but it's nothing crazy. Not full body weight. Still treating this like a warm up. We have lots of work coming up. So as you lower those forearms, keep the elbows within the shoulder frame of the body. So make sure they're not going out wide. But when they drop down towards the floor, they're right in line with those knees. So you should feel your triceps more than anything. We're going to lower down to hover. So don't rest into those forearms, but lower down. Maybe they're 1 inch from the floor. Hold, brace your core. Slide forward, press up. So we're going to drop again, hold, hover. You're going to slide the chest forward between the thumbs and do the bottom part of a push-up. Sit back, hover, slide forward, press yourself up from the push-up. 2 more just like that, really strong, slow, controlled. Last one. And slowly release. Sit back onto those heels, find a shoulder circle 1 more time, keeping the arms down rather than those arm circles. Relax through the neck. Let it fall, let your left ear fall to left shoulder, stretch out through the right side. Breathe. Let the chin fall to the chest, take right ear, right shoulder, stretch out through the left neck. And then really slow, just circle the whole way. Big neck circles. Releasing and decompressing. And then slowly come back through. All right, go ahead and grab your heavy weights. I'm going to use 25s. And then you also want to grab your mediums. I've got my 17 and a half and place them kind of right in front of. So everything, you've got 1 weight on each side of the body when we come to sit in between the weights. All right, up first, we have chest press on the tempo. So go ahead and grab your heavy weights all the way down towards the mat. Set yourself up. It should be super heavy. We're going up for 4, down for 4 chest presses. Get ready. 5, 4, 3, 2. So super slow. 4, 3, 2. Tap the weight to the top. Come down. 4, 3, 2, and up. 4, 3, 2, and up, and bring it down. 4, 3, 2, 2 and 2. Up, up. So even though we're focusing on the tempo, our weight is still very heavy. So this should be very, very challenging. No rep goal in mind, just singles. moving at a pace that's okay for you with whatever weight you chose. You should really feel that chest. Make sure the elbows are going out at a 45. Ground your low back into the earth. Three, two, one more. Safely set your weights down. Transition, grab your lighters. I'm going to those 17.5s. All right, one time look at the camera, so I'll show you what's coming. Palms face each other. We have a narrow chest press. We lower down. We pivot so the dumbbells come to frame the temples for the triceps. We bring it back to start for that narrow chest press. So narrow chest press, down like a pendulum from the shoulder socket. We bring the weights to frame the temples. We bring it back in and we go right back into that narrow press. All right, get ready. We're not going to be moving fast with the music, but we're going to stay throughout the entire beat drop with that narrow chest press to skull crusher. Get your weight racked up, ready, set. Here we go. Narrow chest press, down. Pivot the weights back to frame the temples. Back down to start. Narrow chest press, down. Skull crusher, back down. Triceps and chest like crazy. Come on. Make sure your weight is challenging. So even though we're going with the music, we should not be getting like 25 some reps. We're moving slow, controlled. We have heavy weights in our hands. Just a couple more. Stay with it. Stay with it. We're going to transition back to the chest press. We're going to keep our lighter weights ready, set, widen those elbows, chest press. Let's go. Singles. Chest should be fired up like crazy. Hold, rotate so the palms face each other, just skull crushers. If the two weights are getting to be too heavy, ditch one and take one head in each hand and lighten your load for these skull crushers because your triceps and chest should be fatiguing. Keep those elbows stacked right over the shoulders. You got this, Pelwell family. Come on. Fire up those triceps. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it all the way up. Place one dumbbell at the top of your mat. Hands onto those heads. Narrow push-ups. Let's go. Chest and triceps. You got this. Come on. Brace your core. Keep pressing yourself back up. Stay 5, 4, 3, 2, and release, recover. Nice job. All right, circuit style. So we do that whole thing again. I'm gonna do that whole thing again, starting with your heavy weights. Right now you have about 30 seconds to recover, to let the chest and the triceps release. So you want your mediums ready to go, but we start with those heavy weights. All right, so now you got a feel for what's coming. We're gonna do that whole thing again. So we start with those tempos, 4 up, 4 down, 2, 2, and then singles. Then we add the skull crusher with the narrow chest press. Then we have regular chest press, skull crushers, and we finish off with those tricep push-ups. All right, get ready. Grab your heavies and bring it back. 4 and 4, ready, set, let's go. 4, 3, 2, 1, bring it down. 4, 3, 2, nice and slow. So focus on your form. Make sure those wrists are neutral. They're not hinging back. Lower back is grounded. Super slow. Heavy load. Oh, these should be a struggle. Come on. 2 and 2. Let's go. Up, up, down, down. Stay with it. Whoo. When you're ready, singles, I gotta alternate. My chest is dying. 25 was too heavy. I should have gone lighter. Whew. Singles, let's go. 5, 4, 3. Safely put your heavies down. Grab your mediums. For me, that's 17.5. Make sure these are challenging weights. Ready, set. Narrow chest press, skull crusher. Here we go. Up, down, hinge, and back. Up, down, hinge, and back. You got it. Watch your wrists. Keep it going, keep it going. I just dropped down to my 10s. I was dying with 17.5. Come on, you got this. Chest and triceps. 3, 2, one more. All right, transition to your light weights. We're going chest flies. So long lever. This is in place of the chest press. Ready, set, super slow. Let's go, chest flies. Squeeze the chest together at the top. Slow, 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 slow. Keep that low back nice and grounded on the earth. Brace your core. I know it's sore from Tuesday. Really, really squeeze that chest at the top. On the next one, hold it up, skull crushers. On the beat, because we have lighter weights, down, up, down, up. Come on. You got it. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, bring it down, slight recover. We have one more round of our narrow chest press to skull crusher, and then we finish with those push-ups. So rack your weights up, wrist neutral. We're gonna find the beat, so make sure your weight's a little lighter this time. Ready, set, here we go. Press down, skull crusher down. Press down, hinge down. There's your tempo. Let's go, let's burn it out. This is a little more muscular endurance than it is strength right now. We're finding that burn. Three more, come on. 2 more. Last one. Safely put your weights down, flip it over. Grab one of your heavier weights, just something bigger so we can put the hands on it for those push-ups. Narrow push-ups, tricep push-ups, army push-ups, whatever you want to call them. Let's go. Those arms frame your body. You feel the inside of the arm gliding your rib cage, and your chest lowers all the way down to touch this weight. And then we come all the way back up, straight arms. You got it. Final 10 seconds. Come on. 3, 2, and release. Nice job. Shake it out. That circuit is done. One more circuit. We're going to move into, I think I said shoulders at the beginning of the class. I lied. I meant back. All right, we're transitioning. Now all you're going to need are your mediums and lights. So those heavy weights can move off to the side. We have an alternating bent over row to start. Then we're transitioning to our light weights for biceps. And then we have our mediums again for the only part of conditioning we're going to do today, which are those hang cleans. So you've got a moment, get your mediums. I'm using my 17.5, so we've got those alternating rows coming up. Right now, just recover. Your muscles release. All right, get ready. We go in 5 seconds. Grab those weights, knuckles face the floor, hinge from the hips like you are in a deadlift, and we alternate rows. Let's go. Your weight should be challenging here. It's heavy. Come on. Row to your back hip pocket. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep that core braced. You got it. Two more here. Last release. All right, release those weights. Grab your light weights, regular bicep curls. Elbows stay right beneath the shoulders. You got it. Keep your core strong, knees soft, feet digging into the floor. We're gonna add an overhead press at the top. So we curl, we press, we come out of that curl. So weights are lighter. I'm using my 10s, but they still should be challenging because we're transitioning back to that muscular endurance, doing lots of reps. Three more. Two more. Last one here. Hold at the bottom, alternating curls. So keep that elbow right beneath the shoulder. Squeeze the bicep at the top. Full extension at the bottom. You got it, you got it. Hold, rotate, hammer curls, palms face each other now. Make sure we're not swinging the body. Still form over everything. Three more. Two more. One more. Set your light weights down. Grab one of those medium. We have hang clean. So we hinge like we're going into that deadlift. We shoulder shrug, we rock it. Back down. All right, right side only. Let's go. Hang clean to the end of the song. This is your conditioning portion. Get that heart rate up. Let's go. Back to those medium weights. Less than a minute on the clock. Use your upper back, your shoulder to get that weight up. Hinge from those hips. The conditioning is in the load, not the speed. So we're not jumping around running. We have a heavy load. Getting that heart rate up. Come on. Ha. Stay really strong here. "15 seconds. 10, come on. 5, 3, 2, release. You don't get long, you just get to the top of the next song. And we start over with those heavy rows. Alternating rows, focusing on strength through the upper back. Get ready. All right, grab those weights, hinge from those hips. Let's go. Row, down, row, back down. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Really focus on that upper back. Really heavy load here. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, safely set that weight down. Grab your lighter weights, bicep curls. So on this second round, we know the moves and our muscles should be pretty tired. Keep those elbows right beneath the shoulders. Make sure you're not swinging the body or swinging the weights. Strict curls. Get ready, we're gonna add that overhead press. Ready, set, let's go. Curl, press, down, release. Our focus today, upper body, I hope you're feeling it. Keep that core brace, protect your low back. Bum, 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 bum. You got it. Hold, alternating curls, left, down, right, down. Whoo. Muscular endurance. It should be a challenge, come on. Endurance is never easy. The challenge is in the word itself, come on. Watch your wrists, keep them nice and neutral. This is it though. After this, we get that 15 minutes of foam rolling. So I need you to stay with me, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, rotate, hammer curls. Let's do this. You got it. Squeeze those biceps at the top. Squeeze and then full extension at the bottom. Last one, release, grab that one medium, left arm, hang cleans, let's go. 1 minute on the clock. Use that upper back, that shoulder, rack that weight up. Make it heavy. Yes, come on. You got it, Powell family, let's do this. Finish strong. If you think you can go to a heavier weight, don't wait, don't wait. This is your last moments. Let's do it. 20 seconds, come on. Final 10. Upper body should be dying. 5, 4, 3, 2. Real quick, real quick. Grab that other medium. Let's finish. Alternating rows. Full range. Almost there. 3, 2, done. Set your weights off. Woo. You did it. All right, you need your foam roller. I'm just moving my weights out of the way so they're not physically blocking your viewpoint. All right. Take the knees wide like a wide child's pose. We're going to place the right forearm on that foam roller, and we're going to roll from the wrist up towards the elbow. Decompressing that grip. You held heavy weights in your hands for like 15 minutes. Your grip strength should be challenged. All right, we're just going to transition up into the tricep. So point to the elbow, and we're going to roll through that tricep. So from the elbow closer towards that armpit. Oh, this should be tender after all those skull crushers, all those tricep push-ups. And slowly release. We're going to transition to the other side. So place the wrist, the forearm right on it, kind of interlace the hand in between the other hand, and use that to put pressure, rolling wrist to elbow. Decompressing the forearm helps your grip strength. So you're getting a little feel for this program. There's going to be some days where we have a little extra time for stretching and foam rolling, and some days where we use the whole time. Go ahead and move it up towards that tricep. Oh, that feels good. Every day, a little different vibe. And then slowly release. All right, we're going to place the outside of the right shin. So you're not going to be on your shin bone, but you're almost on it, but we're on the outside edge. So we're still on the muscle. And we're going to stack the left leg, and we're going to roll through this right shin and calf region. Now, if you need a little extra, you can place the left leg on it and float and roll like this. But if that's a little too intense, feel free to leave that left foot on the floor. Make sure you're not rolling on the bone. We're right to the outside edge of it. And then slowly release back. We're just going to switch sides. So we're going to take that right to the outside edge of your left shin bone. Again, you can leave the right foot on the floor or stack it. And this should feel pretty good after everything we did with those calves and the resistance loop on Monday. And then slowly, slowly release back off. We're going to flip it over. Place underneath your right ankle. Stack your left ankle on top. And then we're going to roll through the calf. Now, if this is too intense, you can place your left foot on the floor and use that as another point of contact. But if you can, put as much weight into that right leg as you can and really get that calf muscle. Start to rotate the foot in other directions, hit every aspect of it. And then hold. You might have a point that feels like a little extra. Drop the hips. We're going to push. We're going to point and flex the foot. Woo! When you point, you should really feel that calf fire up. Woo! It should be pretty intense. And if it's not, add your left leg and push your left leg into your right, which will help you decompress even more. That's too much for me. I don't need my left leg adding. The pointing and flexing is enough for me. But no, you can always progress or digress. You can always change it for what feels best for your body. And slowly release. Drag this foam roller right above the knee. Keep your left foot on the floor. Flex the right foot. Let's roll through that hamstring. And then gently release. Let's take it to the other side. So place it right above your left ankle. Again, right foot can be on the floor as we roll through this calf, or we can stack it. Oh, my left is way more sensitive than my right. So you may notice one side you could stack, one side you can't. Just make sure you really feel that decompressing in that calf muscle. It should feel a little intense. We really worked our calves hard on Monday. Might not have noticed it, but that resistance loop around our ankles for 12 minutes fired up our calves. And then the next time you sit back, drop the hips and let's point and flex. Now make sure the foam roller is on the spot that needs it. So if you're not feeling it, you might need to lower or lift that foam roller up and down the calf until you feel that spot that's like, oh, yep, there it is. Point and flex, push, push, push that calf into that foam roller. Really breathe. 3, 2, really release, decompress, and release. Slide that foam roller right above the knee. Keep that right foot onto the floor and let's roll through that hamstring. And then gently, gently release. All right, we're gonna move up the body. So we're gonna take this foam roller right above the armpit. So it's specifically in the lat. So it's right above where your rib cage stops and where it starts to connect with the arm. Now we're on our side. Our hips are nice and square to the front. We're gonna pike up so we hit right under the armpit and then lower back down. So just pike your hips and lower. So digging deep into this lat muscle, which should be pretty tender after all those rows and everything we just did. Make sure you're not closing your chest to the floor. Keep that chest open because we don't want to focus on the chest right now. We're focusing on the lat. And then find that spot that's maybe a little extra tender, just hold. And if you can, float that bottom arm and really push your weight into that foam roller. Allow this push into the foam roller to decompress the muscle. And then gently release. Go ahead and roll onto your back. We're gonna place the foam roller right behind our neck. We're not gonna roll, but you're gently just gonna take your head like you're saying no, side to side, and allow the firmness of the foam roller to start to decompress through the neck. Now, if you have one side that's a little more tender, you may feel like you wanna hang out on one side, feel free. But if you feel pretty even killed, just keep rocking the neck side to side. All right, now come to one side, hold. And then just let it fall over to the other side, hold. Come back. We're gonna kind of just do a little neck flexion. So it's like you're looking up towards the ceiling and then you look down towards your knees. So this little tiny movement. The foam roller will move beneath your neck. You just change your gaze, allow the foam roller to just kind of follow the guide that you're setting. And the next time you're looking at your knees, hold and gentle rock side to side. And slowly release. Before we do the lats on the other side, we're gonna do the upper back while we're here. So take this foam roller, slide it underneath your shoulder blades. Again, right above where your rib cage ends. Fingertips can be behind the ears or you can wrap them around your shoulders, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And we're just gonna wrap ourselves around it and lift back up. So wrap yourself around, kind of like you're doing a sit-up. And then gently just find a spot that's kind of in between the flexion and the extension, so kind of neutral. Lift your hips pressing through the heels, and then just roll the shoulder blades. Decompressing any tension we might build up in the upper body, especially all those rows we did. Oops, sorry, not edited. My bad. Sorry. Try to skip this song, hold on. I actually only made a playlist for the first 30 minutes. Right now it's just on random. And then slowly release. And let's finish off with that other lat. So I'm going to turn around just so you're not having to look at my backside. But we're going to place it right above the rib. Hips and chest are square to the front, and we pike the hips and then we lower the hips. Just really rolling through this lat. It's not a huge movement here, just a couple inches. My obliques are so sore. This feels like a side bend crunch. And then find that spot that might feel a little extra tender. And if it's available to you, just hold. But if you can, let's float this bottom arm and put all of our weight into this lat. Breathe through it. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Allow yourself to sink into this. And then slowly release and come all the way up. Beautiful job, Powell family. We made it week 1. So many more amazing things to come next week. So the stretch class, I re-uploaded it into the playlist, one from several weeks ago. So if you can, make sure you do it again because your body's working really hard on these work days. So make sure you stretch and you release. But until Monday, Powell family, be well.